Hi Lincoln Charter School students, it's Mrs. Peterson here. Today we're going to be drawing a mug of hot chocolate or hot cocoa. So let's get started. For this project you will need a piece of paper, you will need a pencil and an eraser, and you're going to need crayons or markers or something else to color with. I'm going to be using markers and crayons today. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm holding my paper vertical today, which means it's going up and down, and I'm going to write my name and my room number on the back. And then after I do that, I'm going to flip over my paper so that I can't see my name anymore. Okay, now to start my mug, I need to draw the shape of a cylinder. Cylinders can be a little bit tricky to draw, but all you need are ovals and straight lines. So in the middle of my paper, I'm going to find the middle of my paper, and then towards the top, I'm going to draw an oval. This is going to be the top of my hot cocoa mug. Now, if your oval's not 100% perfect, that's okay. It can be tricky to draw ovals. Sometimes I like to just take my pencil a couple times and go over the same spot very lightly. And I can always go back and erase if I need to erase. Then the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to make a line going straight down on one side and a line going straight down on the other side. So this is the top of my cylinder, and it goes straight down. And then to complete it, I just need to draw a curving line connecting at the bottom. So you can already see the shape of my mug. I also need to add a handle onto my mug. So to do that, I'm going to make at the top 2 lines going out, and 2 lines going out at the bottom. And then I need to use a curving line to connect those lines. So I'm connecting there. And I'm connecting there. And then I have my mug for my hot chocolate. A few other things that you might like to add to this drawing is a curving line on the inside. This would be the liquid, the hot chocolate that's inside your cup. You can add a couple of marshmallows. To make my marshmallows, I'm just doing rounded squares. They're floating on the top. You could also draw some whipped cream on top if you wanted to do that. I'm going to draw some curving spiral lines so it looks like there's steam coming off the top of my hot chocolate mug. And these totally do not have to be perfect. And then the last thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to draw a horizontal line behind my mug so it looks like this mug is sitting on a table. So I think that seems like a good start. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a marker and I'm going to start to outline or trace my mug. If you don't have a marker, you could always use crayons, that's fine too. So here I have a purple marker, and I'm going to, instead of using a pointy part of my marker, I'm going to try to use the wider side of my marker. And I'm going to trace my mug. And then I will use different colors probably for when I do the table and the marshmallows and the steam. So I'm going to finish tracing and then I will check back in with you. I finished drawing my mug and I like how it looks, but now it needs something extra to make it pop and have a unique design. So I'm going to be adding patterns. Remember, a pattern is any line or shape that repeats over and over and over again. So you could use straight, curvy, vertical, horizontal, zigzag lines, and you can use pretty much any kind of shape you could think of. I'm going to be drawing these with marker, but once again, you could easily do crayon. So maybe I want to start with a curvy line. And every time I change my pattern or my design, I'm going to try to change colors. So that's my first one. Then I'm going to switch colors. Maybe I want to do a horizontal line And actually, I can make a design by including horizontal and vertical lines. So I could go 2 horizontal lines and then put little tiny vertical lines in between those lines. All of these are patterns because they're lines and shapes that repeat. Maybe I want to do some hearts. Whatever you decide for your mug is totally up to you. I'm just going to continue doing my designs all the way from side to side, and then I'm going to pick one design that I can put on the handle of my mug. And then I will check in with you once again. If you want to get extra fancy, you could always go back and do patterns on your table or in the background, but I think I'm going to leave my project just like this. The only thing I have to do is color, and when I color my project, I'm going to do my very best coloring, and I'm also going to try to make each row a different color. So each line of pattern, when I color this, I'm going to try to make a different color. But once again, your mug design is totally up to you. It doesn't have to look anything like my mug. I'm just going to keep coloring, and then when I'm all done, I will show you what my project looks like when it's finished. Okay, so I think I'm going to leave my mug like this. I could color the table and the background if I wanted to, but right now I really like how the mug pops out against the background of the paper. I can't wait to see what patterns you used and what creative, colorful, and crazy mugs of hot chocolate you drew. I'll see you guys next time.